Netflix just got hit with a petition demanding they remove a documentary from their platform before it even airs. The hashtag #CancelNetflix is trending across every social media platform. Thousands of Michael Jackson fans are actively campaigning to stop the release. And all of this started because Netflix announced a 3-part docuseries called Michael Jackson: The Verdict, set to premiere on June 3rd, that revisits the 2005 trial where Jackson was charged and ultimately found not guilty on every single count. The biopic is still in theaters making hundreds of millions of dollars. His streaming numbers are at an all-time high, and fans are saying Netflix is deliberately trying to destroy a celebration that the world has been waiting decades for. Whether Netflix backs down or pushes forward, this is already the biggest content controversy of the year. Here's what triggered the explosion. On May 20th, Netflix announced the series through their Tudum platform and dropped the official trailer simultaneously. The trailer includes archival footage of the Neverland Ranch investigation, courtroom coverage, and interviews with people connected to both the prosecution and the defense. Netflix's official description read, "In 2003, Michael Jackson, arguably the most famous and beloved figure in pop culture of all time, was charged with multiple counts, setting off a media firestorm and courtroom proceedings that captivated millions." They added, "His acquittal on all counts only further stoked public interest in the larger-than-life celebrity at the center of the trial, interest that continues to persist long after Jackson's passing in 2009. Fans read that description and immediately saw red, not because of the content, but because of the timing. The Michael biopic has just crossed $700 million globally. It had one of the biggest opening weekends for any music film in history. A new generation is discovering his catalog for the first time. His songs are charting on the Billboard 200 and the Hot 100 simultaneously. And in the middle of all that momentum, Netflix drops a trailer for a series about his trial. One fan tweeted, "Every other studio is regretting that they passed on the Michael movie that ended up being a huge success. So they make this in retaliation to try and gain some money from it all? What a joke." Someone else called it disgraceful and said Netflix was exploiting a man who can't defend himself. The backlash didn't stay in the comments. It became organized. A petition was launched demanding Netflix pull the series entirely before its June 3rd premiere. Thousands of signatures rolled in within days. The Cancel Netflix hashtag began trending across X, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans started posting videos urging people to cancel their subscriptions if the series airs. Some are threatening to boycott Netflix permanently. Others are planning coordinated 1-star review campaigns the moment the first episode drops. The MJ fan community, which is one of the most dedicated and organized fan bases in entertainment history, has turned this into a full-scale campaign. And Netflix hasn't responded publicly to any of it. But here's where this gets more complicated. Fans aren't just angry about the timing. They're angry about who's behind it. The series is produced by James Goldston, the former president of ABC News. Goldston oversaw ABC's coverage during multiple high-profile celebrity cases. The director, Nick Green, has positioned the series as an oral history, featuring people who were actually there: jurors, witnesses, attorneys, and journalists who covered the proceedings daily. Green has said the project exists because no cameras were allowed inside the Santa Barbara courtroom at the time, and he wants to reconstruct the trial through the people who lived it. But fans have pointed out that the production company, Candle True Stories, has connections to individuals linked to earlier contentious reporting on Jackson, including the fallout from Martin Bashir's 2003 documentary, Living with Michael Jackson. That documentary is widely credited as the catalyst for the investigation that led to Jackson's arrest. Bashir's interview showed Jackson holding hands with Gavin Arvizo and discussing the practice of sharing his bedroom. Prosecutors used the footage as a foundation for their case. Jackson's defenders have spent 2 decades arguing that Bashir manipulated the footage and edited the conversation to look far worse than it was. And now, a production with links to that same media ecosystem is being given a Netflix platform. That's not a detail fans are willing to overlook. Subscribe, because June 3rd is going to be chaos, and we're covering all of it.